Well, good evening, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody is having a great hump day tomorrow night. Oh my God, tomorrow night, we're going to be watching football tomorrow night. I'm going to be out here live streaming, of course, so I hope you guys tune in. I know it's not the Cowboys, but it's a football game, and it has been long, way too long since we've had a game, and I'm looking forward to it. And in a little over an hour from now, I'll be on here with my kids, Cop Pizzle, Rio Robinson, and of course, Philly 500. And we'll be doing an NFC East roundtable. Rio was supposed to give us some talking points. Rio was supposed to actually be here, but he said, like his Washington football team, he's too tired to drive here. You know what? The world waits for no one. It's always rolling on around, whether you're tired or not. But it is what it is. Couple of things as we get ready. The team, of course, had their first practice, technically getting ready for Tampa Bay. They are now into a regular week schedule. Today, of course, the first practice. And, of course, we got the injury reports for Tampa Bay as well as for our Cowboys. Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons, who faced Tom Brady last year in his very first game, now has a year behind him where he has become an absolute beast. Micah Parsons is younger than the amount of years that Tom Brady has played. That is freaking insane to me. Micah Parsons basically is kind of thrown down the gauntlet and basically said it's time to get him out of here. He's been playing for too long. He needs to retire. But of course, Tom Brady is one of those guys who wants to kill you, step on your throat, and destroy you. And I dare say that the Cowboys might be the team that starts making him think about retirement. The thing that's going to be interesting on this game is the fact that, much like us, our offensive line is in transition. We all know Tyron Smith is gone. We have Tyler Smith playing in place of Tyron Smith. God, they made it hard. TS versus TS. Jeez, oh, flip. And then, of course, we have Connor McGovern taking over for Connor Williams. And Lyle Collins is no longer here, but, you know, I'm okay because I think Terrence Steele is, at least right now, probably our second best offensive lineman with Tyron Smith out. So we're going to end up seeing Connor McGovern getting his opportunity. Let's hope that he's taking a step up from where he was. And let's at least hope that he's going to be better than Connor Williams. The worry for us, of course, is Tyler Smith being a rookie going against a really good Tampa Bay's defense. Now, we could cry over the spilled milk, but Tampa Bay's got their own issues as well. Let's actually take a peek at Tampa Bay's issues as far as the injury report. For today, we know that Julio Jones did not practice. Non-football injury or anything. It's not disclosed what the problem was. Their cornerback, Zaya McCollum, he did not practice. Hamstring. And you don't want to have, of course, cornerbacks with hamstring issues. For us, of course, Michael Gallup and Jordan Lewis were limited, so to speak. Tampa Bay's tackle, and this is going to be key, Tristan Wirth, who has a strained oblique muscle, which is your stomach muscles. He's, of course, limited participation. I believe he's going to play, but with the speed out there and the twisting and everything else, I think that some guys could eat. Wide receiver Russell Gage, limited hamstring issue. Bucks Logan Ryan, limited hamstring. Running back Giovanni Bernard, limited with an ankle. Chris Godwin, beginning to practice without the knee brace, was a full participant. He was listed as a full participant, but no contact. So that's where we are. We're both teams, well, with the exception of Tyron Smith, from the team that's on the roster are healthy. And this is where the NFL has evolved. And I was having a conversation with my buddy Roz. Shout out to Roz. Roz has done so much to help this channel. We have a fantasy draft that's about to kick off in another hour, and David Wiley will be drafting for me. The NFL has completely changed how they do business. You look at us, where nobody who's a starter has played any time as far as preseason. Most teams might have, a drive like the Eagles had one drive with Jalen Hurts and crew, or play like a quarter. Nobody really plays any in preseason. And, you have 14 padded practices, but in those 14 padded practices, you can't tackle to the ground. It's not really full contact. You've got the shell over your helmet. So when you're talking about the season, Dak, Zeke, Tony Pollard, those guys haven't been tackled since last January, in the playoffs. Now, your first month of the season is really preseason. It really is. So one of the things I always say, even before this kind of gentler NFL, is don't get too excited about what you see in September, and don't get too upset, because you really don't know what kind of team you have until really October, because some of these teams are just going to be getting into shape during September on these first couple of games. We have not seen our whole offense actually doing anything together at full speed. We have not seen anybody actually making tackles that are going to be your starters. So there's going to be a bit of a learning curve of going through at real speed. See, to me, I just don't understand this kind of football. I believe that a lot of the injuries that happen and are sustained are because you don't practice how to get hit, the proper technique and things. And so you're more susceptible when you're going from 0 to 60. And I think of it kind of like NASCAR. If all of your training for NASCAR were driving 60 miles an hour during the week, and then come Sunday you're going 200 plus, there's going to be a lot of accidents, because you're not used to going full speed until it really matters. And that's where I kind of wish that they actually did do a little more hitting and stuff. I get it. The NFL wanted the players to sign that 17-season deal, so they can get more revenue and stuff like that. And so, they made concessions with the NFLPA, less practice and less hitting, the players like that, and, more weed. And the players say, okay, we'll give you that 17 game for those things. So it is what it is, and we'll see what we see. I think the Dallas Cowboys actually, excuse me, have an advantage because most of their defense are guys that are coming back. We do have some new starters on the offense, or some reshuffling on the offense. So it'll be interesting to see how all that fits together. But anyway, I'm going to finish getting ready for the live stream. And I tell you, this rain came through. It's chilly out here. I may have to put on a sweatshirt or something, because I'm kind of cold. Baby kind of cold up in here. The baby kind of cold. I'll see you in a bit.